Hey everybody, Austin here. We're at the Speed Phenom Film Studio, our beautiful premier paint protection film, ceramic coating, and window tinting headquarters here on the beach of Carlsbad, California, serving the local community. And today we have a very cool car arriving inside. I can't wait to show it to you. The owner's a very cool guy. And real quickly, if you guys have any new car coming in yourself and you need to get it protected, give us a call at 760-496-8607 or check out our contact info down below. We'd love to take care of you. The Mustang Super Snake is pulling in right now. Let me show it to you. Don't forget to get entered right now into the Mustang GT giveaway. Yep, we're giving away a 7th gen Mustang GT, and all you have to do is go to speedphenom.com. There's so many ways to get entered, such as picking up your favorite gear. It gives you automatic entries into the Mustang GT giveaway, such as our Driver Like You Stole It t-shirt or our hat collections. There's so much on the site, even track day tickets for upcoming track day at Big Willow. Hurry up, get your entries now before it's too late. Our massive sale is ending. I can't wait to announce the winner. Okay guys, check it out. Look what we have right next to me, a 2024 Shelby Super Snake. I mean, these cars, they're very, very rare, and the owner, Jeff, come on in the frame, Jeff. Shake your hand. Thanks for coming out. He just took delivery of it. It has, what, 100 miles on it?
It has 107.
Oh my gosh, guys, this thing, you don't see many of these. So Jeff had to stop by. We gotta get some few clips of this vehicle, and maybe we could go around the block.
I think
that sounds good.
We can probably arrange that.
We can probably arrange that. Looking forward right at Jeff's brand new Shelby Super Snake. Is this the most powerful Mustang you've ever owned?
By quite a bit. I was telling you I have a lot of 1960 cars, so nothing even close to 830 horsepower. So hopefully it'll get broke in soon and we can try it out.
Yeah, because you showed me your 1968 red and white Mustang fastback, and then you look at this guy. I mean, you've got the right color combo nailed, and I love all the carbon. So does it come standard with like these carbon fiber vents?
Yes, and from what I understand, I've just only had it for 5 days, but from small research that I've done, everything is active on it. Everything is flowing through. Functional. That's the word I'm looking for. Absolutely. What's
really funny is that when I first got my Shelby GT500, they introduced these push pins, and then ever since then, Shelby has really been using them. It's good because in other cars like standard Mustangs, the hood will start to buckle and lift at high speed, and this helps to lock in the hood the faster and faster you go. I mean, it's crazy because Ford stopped really making all the Shelby Mustangs, and now Shelby has the GT350 coming out. This is the top dog, and speaking of being the top dog, you've got magnesium wheels, man.
I do, yeah, and supposedly they're super lightweight, so it's gonna be able to perform pretty good in the corners from what they're telling me.
These are the lightest wheels you can really get for these performance cars. Porsche uses them, and what's crazy is that, if you guys don't know this, Ford, they stopped offering these on the Ford Mustang GTD. They showed initial footage and shots of the car where the wheels say magnesium on it, and I found out just recently the magnesium wheels are no longer offered. So I wonder why they did that, but the finish looks really, really good all throughout the magnesium wheels. And then this car, the Super Snakes, they get the wide body, and as you were saying, Jeff, it's functional. Right here. I mean, are you gonna consider tracking it?
Yeah, with hopefully a little bit of your guidance, I would love to get it out on the track. Absolutely.
You gotta get it on track, dude. 800 plus horsepower.
I want to drive the car. I want to be able to enjoy the car. I mean, as much as I want to keep it nice, I want to enjoy it for sure.
Then you do have the 10-speed automatic, so the fastest gear changes. I do wish they would have put on the Cobra logo, so if Shelby's watching this.
I totally agree with you. I was surprised it didn't have that. So
Jeff agrees, Shelby. Please consider putting on different logos. But what's really cool, dude, is that, like, considering how you owned a 1968 Mustang, you had the original clusters, right, of the display.
Correct.
This thing, you have that fully electronic display where you can put on the classic look.
Absolutely. It has the 67, 68 tack that I can put on it, so I can feel like I'm driving my old car in my new Shelby.
Do you mind if we show it to them real quickly?
Absolutely.
Because it's just such a good throwback. So you have the Fox body display on right now?
Currently, yeah.
All right, we found the page, and looks like, Jeff, is that your favorite color, pink?
My two daughters actually changed that. I'm a little embarrassed to say that.
Okay. Sure. Here we go. Classic 1967, 68. I mean, how would you rate these displays versus your official 1960?
Yeah, they did a good job. You know, it looks pretty clean. My cluster isn't that clean, so it's kind of neat to see it in digital.
You got chassis number 42 in the full Shelby interior seats. Alrighty, Jeff, I gotta ask, do you mind if we start this thing up?
Yeah, I would love for you to, absolutely.
Wow. You do have the Borla exhaust, but we're not gonna rev it or anything. The engine's cold and it's gotta get broken in. But it's really neat. The Borla exhaust makes these cars so loud all the time. I mean, you're gonna have so much fun with this car, Jeff. Real quickly, don't forget to sign up for our track day at Big Willow Springs Raceway on June 8th. It's coming up, it's less than a month away, and you can join us for driving your own car on the racetrack. All you have to do is go to speedphenom.com and click purchase for your ticket, whether you're gonna drive in the beginner, intermediate, or advanced group, or you have a supercar and want to drive it in the exclusive supercar run group. Here's your chance to drive your car on the track. I hope to see you join us for a fun day. These things are just really, really cool. I'm happy a driver like yourself got it. Then you have the massive carbon fiber rear spoiler, which is actually functional. So right now you have it on the low downforce setting, and then if you go to the track, you can increase the angle of attack with it.
Okay.
Then you should be good to go. But the amount of carbon, like, did you custom spec this car, or how did you get it?
This is exactly the way that I would have built the car, but it was actually done by El Centro Motors, and that's the way they took delivery of it, and it has basically every option that you can put on it.
So they've maxed it out.
They maxed it out.
What made you want to get a Super Snake?
I've been looking at them for a few years, and I've been talking it over, and just finally pulled the trigger. We had sold one of our older cars, so the time just kind of matched up with the build that they had available.
Looking closer to the front end with this wide body, this whole front bumper is brand new. Not only are those, wide body fenders and the hood, but it's functional. Those holes actually go through. So unlike the GT500, which has these slotted looking entry points next to the headlight, this actually works. And there we go. I focus the camera now so you can see what I'm talking about. Then going down, you have massive cooling for the brakes, and then the engine in the middle, and these are called side splitter wickers, first introduced with the Mustang GT500, and then for the track, leave these on for straight line. If you go to a half-mile event or an airstrip time attack, you pull these off and it'll give you optimal top speed for acceleration. Then in the middle, of course, you have the enlarged front splitter. So this is all good for the track, and I think that's what mainly Shelby does when they build their vehicles. They focus more on going to the track. That's why they always stop by a Spring Mountain Raceway that's right next to their facility. It's like an hour away outside of Las Vegas. Even the contact patch is massive with 305s up front. And if I real quickly run to the back, you have Pilot Sport 4S. How big are these? 305, so a square setup. But Jeff, before we pull it out, we gotta pop the hood, man. Show everybody what's underneath. Absolutely. So what's the first step?
We're gonna pop these pins. The hood will come up, release. It's here we go.
Wow. Then you have a Whipple supercharger, fully built out. Then right here on the side, you have your second spot. Only two spots on this car will say the chassis number. One right here and one inside the cockpit. And yeah, CSM 24 SS for Super Snake number 42. Then you have your camber plates. If you do go to the track, you can use that to adjust the camber of your vehicle to help improve tire wear and cornering grip and stability. Wow, man. You got to do one thing, Jeff. You got to pull off these trays because, if you're the cars and coffee guy, you can leave it in all day long.
But if we're going to be driving it, we need that flow, right?
Yeah, you got to pull them out, and then those vents will be fully functional. Because like you were saying, everything on this car is actually functional, unlike some other cars where it's just for the looks. And once you pull these out, you'll start seeing the heat kind of get pulled out through those carbon fiber exposed vents. One other interesting point to mention before we pull it out, I just noticed it says Shelby there. They used to put on carbon fiber hoods on these newer Shelby models, but I think they stopped doing it because the hood was getting flimsy. Because I tested out the GT500 King of the Road and Signature Edition models that Shelby recently came out with, and the hood was very flimsy. It wasn't very stable, but the aluminum hood, which this is, it's heavier, of course, but it's much more rigid and just
solid,
stiff. So it's good for the street.
Yeah.
So why don't we hop inside and see what it's like?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Track mode. It should open up the exhaust valves, right? The loudest setting. Wow. Like the red is a really cool choice. I feel like I wish I got red on my Mustang GTD now, because it feels iconic. There's a few iconic colors on these cars, such as like the red and white, the blue and white, of course. Look at that view right there. Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot, Jeff, for coming. I'm very excited for you to really experience what this car is like.
Appreciate you taking the time to be with it, man.
I mean, right away, the suspension, it does feel more stiff than a Mustang, what is it called? Dark Horse, for sure. And they have done adjustments to this vehicle to make it much more track focused. And you can feel it behind the wheel. The whole car feels more sure-footed. The steering wheel, it's more stiff right away. And having the 305s, you have that massive contact patch, so when it comes to taking corners fast, I don't really think you're gonna have any issues with understeer. Plus having the engine up front, like this thing should turn really aggressively. Having 830 horsepower, unfortunately we can't test that out. We're here, we gotta break in the car, and then the ocean's right here of pedestrians, but I mean, definitely consider, dude, taking this thing to the track, and we got to get together again when you break it in, if you don't mind, to kind of film a proper, full first drive impression.
Yeah, absolutely. It's hard not to want to put your foot into it right now.
Yeah. Do you have any complaints with it so far, or anything that you've noticed with it?
You know, I haven't had that much time with it yet, but I mean, it's just been a pleasure to drive. I mean, as you can feel, it's tight, and you can tell it has a lot of horsepower, so just looking forward to getting it, just looking forward to getting it broke in at this point.
Barely touching the throttle, you can just feel all the power there. I am noticing though, Jeff, the brakes, they feel very different. I can definitely tell that you have the Willwood brakes on. It's like they're just much more responsive. I barely touch the brake, and it's just, you can feel it grab right away. So it feels good. I just definitely, you might upset your passenger if you're not being like smooth enough with it. Other than that though, like this new gen, when I had my Super Snake, it was so old school because you had that cue ball shifter. You didn't have the independent rear suspension. I had the one with the solid rear axle. And like when the 2015 Mustang came out, it was so next gen because like, they have independent rear suspension now. It should corner really good. Then now we have different generations of Super Snakes and interiors, so it's like my old Super Snake feels like an antique compared to this, with your displays and the suspension level that you have. It'll be really cool though to like even see what this car can do versus a carbon fiber track pack Shelby GT500, because from the outside it looks like you have all the aero that car has, maybe even more, and you definitely have more horsepower. I mean, like, what would you place your bets on?
Yeah, hopefully for the price tag, it's going to do as well or better than the GT500. It was the GT500 was one of the cars that I was looking at possibly purchasing until this car came out. So I would think that this one would do equally as well.
Okay, here we go, turning right. There's the Carlsbad sign. So what's really cool, guys, I was just telling Jeff off camera, it's like the shop, Speed Phenom Film, it took a long time, years to find the spot that we are at, but I mean, we're literally a short drive away from downtown Carlsbad. Oh, the farmers market's today.
Yeah, this is so cool down here.
Then the beach is right there. There's all these local people, and they love seeing these cars. tons of thumbs up all the time. Yeah, this whole beach vibe is just really, really cool. And then when we do our rally, so guys, if you guys want to join us for a rally, you'll find info on my Instagram, speed_phenom. We do rallies all the time, and we start out here and go out along the coast or to cool mountain ranges like Palomar Mountain, and that's really fun. Okay, so quickly getting onto the freeway. The owner's manual says stay below 4,000 to 5,000 RPM. But it does sound. Oh gosh. Yeah, you're gonna have so much fun once this thing's broken in, dude. Just a little bit longer. You're gonna be there soon. But what's interesting is that, yeah, your car uses a Whipple, and when I had my Super Snake, it was back when they used Kenny Bell. So I'm curious what your supercharger whine will sound like. But let's get back to the shop, conclude, so we can keep your car safe from getting chips or anything like that, and get outside to wrap up this quick first drive. All right, Jeff, thank you so much, man. That was an absolute blast. I'm very excited for you. Just a little bit longer.
Pretty pumped, man.
And then we broke it in, and then you get to experience 800 plus horsepower. Guys, you gotta let us know in the comment section down below, what do you think of Jeff's new Mustang Shelby Super Snake for 2024 with the brand new redesign of that front bumper, also the wide body kit, the magnesium wheels. There's so much they've done to it, and wow, it should be exciting. So thanks again, Jeff, and let's link up.
Absolutely.
When it's broken in. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Alrighty, guys, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We'll see you in the next one.